Praise the Lord, church. My testimony is in two folds. One, we've come here to thank God. Today is my sister's birthday, and she was also inducted as a doctor of optometry this year. So the second part of my testimony is in Luke 5:5. This year, I've been the example of, Lord, I have toiled all night, and I have caught nothing. But at that word, I will lay down my net. In April, just at the time my dad was supposed to turn 40 years as a medical doctor, he did a procedure on somebody and the person died. I'm not going to go into all the details, but he got arrested. His hospital got sealed. And since April, it's been legal fees. Someone even duped me in millions, saying I can help with this case. I had to run to Port Harcourt when there was a news where he was called an organ harvester. He was called a lot of things. And when I got to Port Harcourt, somebody said, since this man is always praying and treating patients, we want to see the God that he serves. And I told God all my life, my dad, or rather my parents, have always said to us, what would Jesus do? Leave that I might be stubborn, I might have stepped out at some point in my youth, but I know how I was brought up. My dad has always held on to God. In the course of all of this, my dad suffered this stroke because he was thinking about it. I remember my mom calling me. I was in church, and she said, something is happening with your dad, but he's arguing with me. And I asked what was happening, and she said, and the little knowledge I have, because I'm a lawyer, but the little knowledge I have, I knew it was a high blood pressure that was leading to a stroke, and I was panicking. Mama came and held my hand and drew me in and told me, you're going to be calm and you will handle this situation. I started making calls, and people came and calmed my dad down. My mom said he was getting better. Everybody believed he was getting better. But I knew that when they said, because I heard him talk and he was drooling. And of course, anybody with the medical knowledge knows that when someone is drooling, there's an issue. 2 weeks later, I went back to Port Harcourt, and I saw that the left side of my dad wasn't functioning well. I had to bring him to Abuja. Long story short, when he saw the medical doctor, I said, you must see a neurologist. He said, no, I'm a general practitioner. A general practitioner can handle this. I said, no, God told me you must see a neurologist. And when he did, and an MRI scan was done, my dad's left side of the brain had a blood clot where blood had not gotten to the left side of his brain for 2 weeks. But he walked into the hospital by himself. He even gave me an injection that day. And the doctor looked at me and said, I've seen your father and I saw him praying. Whatever God that this man serves,